Reaver is the newest movement shooter on the block, and it's a pretty great time. It just came out in early access, so there's only about 8 levels, an endless mode, and a bonus level. But they're all really great though, and they won't take you super long to get through, but there's enough to these levels that it'll take you a couple of hours for a first playthrough of them all. Visuals are the first thing you'll notice about the game. It's like playing laser tag at a rave. It's pretty great. At first, it can be difficult to distinguish certain enemies or platforms, but very quickly you'll get the hang of what enemies look like and who's who. It's certainly a unique game, both in visuals and gameplay. Like I said, it's a movement shooter, which basically means that you'll be bouncing off walls and flying at Mach 5 trying to land that one headshot to round out your montage. Movement is great, it can take some getting used to. It doesn't quite feel as fluid at first as some other games we've seen in this genre, but that quickly fades as you get the hang of it. That's not to say that movement is bad, it's just slightly different than what we've seen before. It takes a bit more precision and thought to reach those higher speeds than in, say, Turbo Overkill or Ultra Kill. Combat here is great, and it has an interesting twist to some of the alternate fires. The revolvers specifically have combos that you can pull off to add to or change the effect of your shots. There's a lot of different things you can do, and it feels great to see them in action. These skills have a small cooldown, but they are incredibly powerful and can be used to either quickly eliminate an important threat or just to clear out some of the weaker enemies that decided to stand just a bit too close to each other. There's really not much else to say about this game. Movement and boomer shooters are fairly straightforward, so if you like one of them, you'll probably like most of them, and Reaver here is no different. There's a lot of movement and boomer shooters out there though, so these days you have to do something pretty special to really stand out from the rest. Reaver does stand out. From its funky visuals and soundtrack to its combo-based gunslinging, Reaver stands out really well. There's a fair amount of content here for the asking price, and the gameplay is smooth and gratifying, especially when you pull off something flashy. This is yet another game to add to the long list of PC shooters, but this one definitely sits up there with the better entries that we've seen.